Today we're going to be looking at converting a Roman numeral to an integer. So, what do you know about Roman numerals? Let's quickly go over it. So we have I, I stands for 1, as you can see here, I stands for 1, V stands for 5, X stands for 10, L for 50, C for 100, like that, okay? So, but you have some special situations within the Roman numeral where a lower one comes before. So for example, you can write this, for example, is 2000. All right, typically we write them, Roman numerals are written from big to small. So if you have C, for example, what you are saying is you have 2050. That's what you're saying. Okay, if you have MMC, you have 2050. So but there are some situations where you have IX. Okay, what you're essentially saying here is you're saying 2009. Okay, so when you have a smaller one coming before a bigger one, then you subtract that smaller one from the bigger one. So for example, if you have IX, that would be 10 minus 1. Okay, so it could also mean, so if you want to convert this and you're iterating from, let's say this is a string. Okay, and iterating from left to right, you see your first M. All right, if it's M, you write 1000. All right, 1000, and you keep going, you see another M, that's 1000. All right, then you see I. All right, so at each stage you check if the next one is bigger than the current one. So at this case, I is bigger, X is bigger than I, so you're going to subtract 1, then plus, when you now get to the last one, you're going to add 10. So that would equal to 2009, pardon me. So you don't need to take them 2 by 2. All right, you can go 1 by 1 and keep checking for the next one if it's bigger, so you can know whether to add or to subtract. Okay, so that's the entire idea. So essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to create a map to hold this. So I'm just going to call it Roman map. As you can see here, it's just basically a carbon copy of what's here, and this Roman map would help me out. So we're going to do res equals to 0. All right, yeah, I don't know, yeah, res is fine. I wanted to type in integer, but that could create, I don't know, errors for the computer. So we're going to iterate from I to the second to the last element, and you see why, because you don't want, because we're checking at every stage, we're checking the next one. Okay, so you don't want problems. So we're going to check range L, length of S minus 1. Okay, so we're checking to the second to the last one. So at this stage, let's just get the current is equals to Roman map, and S, the key will be S of I. Okay, so now we want to know if we should add or subtract. Okay, you want to add if you want to subtract rather if this current one is greater than the next one. So if current less than, you want to subtract. If current less than the next one, Roman map, this will be plus 1, right? So we just want to subtract. So this will be Roman map current equals minus current. Okay, all right, or else we just add. So there's no need to check. So if this is not, it's definitely smaller. So all we have to do is just come down here and say res plus equals current. Okay, right, that's it, and that's all. So but remember, we're still having one left at the end. Okay, so res would be we're gonna just try and add it. So we're just gonna grade the last element in the list. So that'll be -1 here. Control Z, -1, and that'll be res plus that return. So that should work. Yep, let me just run it. Oh, sorry, I have too many. Yep, many brackets over there. I've removed it. That's interesting. All right, this is just current. I forgot I wrote double R here. Let's run it again. It should work now. Yes, sorry. Yeah. So take notes, right? Try to be as accurate as possible in your variable naming. Okay. All right. Yeah. So considering, I think one of the assurances in the question, of course you can read it, is that you always have a valid Roman string. So that's why you can get away with just doing this. So sometimes it could be, if you get an invalid, this will just keep running. Okay, but that's it, guys. Cheers. See you next time. So I'm just going to submit this and see, and just to show you that it works. Yep. All right. Bye bye.